Alright, yo, what's going on, all my gamers, all my reaction gamers chat? This is just something fun that I wanted to talk about today. Twitter freaks crash out over problematic VTuber and his PIPPA chat. I don't know if anyone else feels this way, but I have definitely been consuming a lot, and I mean a lot, of Phase Connect content lately. In fact, I have a new... It's really bad. I have a new favorite one. It's you. And I really like her. She's really pretty. And she's like... You know what I mean? She's got a deep voice and she looks tomboyish, and I really like you. Sorry. What were we doing? We're talking about PIPPA. PIPPA. Beep, 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 beep. All right, go ahead.
Hey, what's up, guys? Rip here. So as you can see, no VTuber model for today's video. I'm currently traveling and using the good old potato-powered laptop that can...
Why does it feel like everyone has a bad laptop? You know what I'm saying? I feel like every VTuber just has a bad laptop, and it's like, for someone at the size of Rev, you would think they'd get a new one. You know what I'm saying? I guess not. They just kind of stick with the old, very bad laptop, but whatever.
Barely handle this setup right here.
Wow.
But oddly enough, this is relevant to today's video. That is having a poor quality laptop, but we'll get into that in just a second. So as you can see, we're going to be talking about some more VTuber drama, specifically people seething over VTubers and providing free content for people like myself. Today, it involves PIPPA. It's been a while since we talked about PIPPA. But one of her recent tweets really set off someone, and it's hard to believe this is the tweet where she shared a video showing her setup, and it's glitching out. Browsers are flashing on and off. There's lights flickering on the screen, and she says, "Why is it doing this?" Now, I can relate to this on a spiritual level. The potato laptop I'm recording this on...
If you guys are big VTubers, please just get a new laptop. Why do you guys have terrible laptops? Why is it all of them? Bro, just get a new laptop. It'll be fine. Get a used one. Get one that isn't the one that you currently have.
There are lights flashing. There's random multicolored lines going across the screen.
Bro.
You can hear it hissing a little bit in the background. It overheats very easily. In fact, it overheated so much a couple trips ago that the glue melted off of the one side of the screen, and now it's arced towards me.
Bro, let it go. Why do you need that laptop? Just let it go.
It looks like a funhouse mirror. It's very, very bizarre. But
you know what's really funny? I've actually, I myself have actually been contemplating getting like a really not an old laptop, but like, because I just need like a laptop, like a second PC or something. Like I think a laptop would be just fine. Something where I can just take these videos and just constantly be rendering them, because especially on these videos now, I now render these videos because, you know, I put an intro and an outro and stuff like that. Because of that, I would need a laptop or something, because as soon as I do that, it just like that's it. I guess rendering videos in 1080p is just like, all right, well, that's done for my PC for the day.
Anyways.
Well, not the day, but like for as long as it takes to render. It usually just takes as long as the video is.
You see this tweet and you're like, who could possibly be upset about this? Enter this person.
Oh,
and as you can see, the bio really checks out. And anyone with a...
Are these like achievements? Why do people have flags like achievements? I'm so confused. And why is it these flags specifically? I don't know half of these flags. I don't know.
A hammer and sickle in their username. You know you're about to see some of the most unhinged and ridiculous stuff.
I feel like it's like a kid or something, right? Because no adult really thinks that socialism or, you know, communism works. I mean, it works if you think about it, you know, not involving humans, right? But then there's like human greed and stuff like that.
You will ever see. And of course, checking through their account, there was literally hundreds of tweets and reposts from the last day alone. So I just kind of dipped my toe into their account and found bangers like this, tweeting a pro-communist account.
Wow, what a banger,
quotes,
dude.
Better dead than red, and then they say,
holy frick.
Okay, get in, which is very ironic because under communism, SpongeBob wouldn't even exist for you to make memes out of, but okay, I guess. Here's another one where they're having a breakdown. They're very upset because Donald Trump did not pass away.
That's a pretty funny tweet, okay? I'll give him that. That's a pretty funny tweet. Donald Trump pronounced alive. That's just such a silly tweet. I don't know. Something about that really gets me. It's super funny.
Over the past 24 hours. And in
so
case
dumb,
you are not familiar with that situation, Donald Trump basically didn't post anything for 24 hours. And all the people at TDS had such a breakdown that literally this was the trending tab this morning. People claiming he was gone.
Just because he didn't tweet? Has he tweeted every single day? I don't understand. Does he not just like miss a day? It's like if he doesn't check in every day, like, you know, tap in for the day chat. Like everyone just assumes he's dead. That's kind of silly. Well, I guess in this, I don't know. I still think it's silly.
And of course,
even in this day and age,
turns out he was just like getting ready to go golfing. So all these people.
That sounds like such a Trump thing to do. Or not even a Trump thing. That sounds like such a presidential thing to do. People think that you're, you know, you're gone. Turns out you're just playing like golf the whole time. He was playing hooky probably.
Who were celebrating.
That's really, really funny.
Potential demise and throwing parties and stuff like that. They look not only stupid, but they look like sociopaths who are like throwing a party over their political opponents, possibly going away. But anyways, they also reposted this pretty insane stuff. A tweet explaining why Hamas is not a terrorist group.
Why is it in Spanish? That's my question. Why is it in Spanish? What does that say? Fuente viral? Is that why? Porque Hamas no es un grupo terrorista.
What is this, a Sun viewer? I think we now have confirmation.
Oh, yeah. If you guys didn't know, I can speak Spanish.
But yeah,
it appears my superiority has led to some controversy. I love Pippa, bro. Oh my god, I was watching her play Detroit Become Human. I've never seen someone. Okay, she's deliberately failing at the game, but it's something special to witness. I'll say that.
They're doing here.
I love Pippa.
They hate Pippa probably more than anything, and they've been kind of biting at her ankles for months now to try to get attention. Beginning with stuff like this, for example, back in June, calling Pippa a right-winger, saying right-wingers are freaks. Pippa is a right-wing freak that should be deplatformed alongside Kirsha, Rima Evenstar, and False ID. Wow.
I think you only got like one of those, right, for even being close to quote-unquote right-wingers. And I think Kirsha says that she's... I think Kirsha is conservative. I don't know. I don't want to put words in her mouth. Does Pippa even talk about politics? Here's what I wonder. Why do these people assign the label right wing to people who don't talk about politics? You know what I'm saying? Why does no one ever answer that question? Am I asking too many questions? Is that the problem? Am I not just like falling in line? Is that wrong? I don't know.
Banger recommendation list right there. 3 VTubers I would recommend wholesale.
I'll probably watch. I'll watch a Rima video. I don't know how often she uploads, but I'll watch one of her videos.
As always,
I love False ID.
False ID though. This person is a freak and a right winger in their eyes, and of course, you're getting called a freak by a person who's retweeting the most heinous stuff ever, wishing the deaths upon their political opponents, and also having that hammer and sickle in their username. Crazy stuff. But this was a tweet they made on the 29th. Almost got attention, saying, then please get smarter, Pippa, because she said, do you guys ever worry if you get smarter, your will to live will decrease? So they are.
That's a good question. They do say ignorance is bliss, right? That's a question that I don't know how to feel about.
She loses her will to live, but that didn't get any traction. 0 likes. But eventually they would
Here's that
make
attention
a post
you ordered.
that would get them the attention they are so desperate to receive.
Good picture.
And attention they would get. They would say this, quoting the original post we looked at the start of the video, saying, "I hope your PC dies, you effing freak." Okay, that seems like...
They actually got some likes, too. That's the funny part. And then I bet all those 76 bookmarks are people who wanted to talk about that. Chat. I mean, it shouldn't be... I mean, it's not surprising, right, when I do stuff like that, because I do that for, like, content I want to talk about or stuff I want to make content out of.
Like a bit of a... not a measured response to someone sharing that their PC is going through some troubles. Very aggressive, to the point where some people thought this was a joke. But based on the previous posts we saw and their general nature and also the future posts we're going to look at, they are not joking. They are 100% angry and seething about this. And people started...
Cope and seethe, Jack.
Farming them in the comments. It's very funny. So Smug Alana replies with this saying...
I should have known Alana would be in this. I love Alana. She's so silly. Chat, I love Smug Babana. You sure showed her. Can't wait to see this already. So I can updo it.
You sure showed her. Can't wait to see this on Reddit so I can updo it.
Not the
that post would be, what is it, certified Reddit gold?
Yeah, I think so.
The metrics they use over there. That one would do numbers.
I kind of like Reddit. Not because of... Okay, the only reason why I like Reddit is because of the gacha games that I play have subreddits. And they all have art. Especially Zenless Zone Zero. Don't ever go on Zenless Zone Zero Reddit if you're around people who are not ready to look through all that spicy art, because it's... Chat, artists are very talented. Let's put it like that.
Reddit.
And they work with good stuff from Zenless Zone Zero.
Quote, right-wing VTubers. That's some easy likes over there on that echo chamber filled with some of the most insane people you've ever seen.
Wow.
But here's another reply saying, "I thought this was playful banter, but holy F, you're actually serious. You need to seek mental help. Making that post, then claiming to be a victim when you purposefully trying to pick a fight. Also openly being a Hololive fan as well. Sad, man." And of course...
Wait, I'm openly a Hololive fan. Wait, what's wrong with Hololive? Wait, did I miss something? Like, I'm not just openly a Hololive fan. I'm like a huge Hololive fan. I really, really like Hololive. They're like, if Hololive is my number one, or if Phase Connect is my number 2 company, Hololive is number 1. What's wrong with Hololive fans? I don't know. Maybe I just don't know. Maybe I just don't interact with... I guess I'm in a lot of not fandom, but communities where people are weird just because I don't interact with the community. They just so happen to do weird stuff, and I just happen to like the same things, like with Genshin Impact.
Cool. And also on top of that, yeah, they're dead serious, and now they're playing the bull. And sad, man. And of course, Hololive and PIPPA are cool.
Love Hololive and PIPPA.
Also on top of that, yeah, they're dead serious, and now they're playing the victim. So they pick a fight multiple times for months on end. Right. And when they get the attention they were desperately seeking, now they're the victim. Amazing. But they say, yeah, I'm a Hololive fan, not a PIPPA fan. I don't like outwardly right-wing edgelord VTubers, which you really lost me on that one.
Yeah.
Edgelord. Your whole account is like promoting sympathy towards terrorist organizations, or expressing your sadness over your political opponents not dying, or wishing low-key threats, or encouraging someone to harm themselves, like we saw with some of the tweets about PIPPA. Like, who's the edgelord here? I don't know.
Yeah.
Seems like this is a lot of projection. And here's a response from PIPPA in true fashion, completely.
God, 484 to 8.3 thousand with less views. Oh my God, bro, you got destroyed. You know what? I'm wondering, have they gone private? They should go private, because that's ain't coming from that. You ain't coming back from that one, big fella. No, they're not private. I'm sure they've loved to talk about it though. They probably wear like a badge of honor, because that's how a lot of these weirdos act. They're just like, oh my God, I talk, man, yeah. I like how they had nothing else to say too. They just said, "Oh, F off, smartass." Nice one, you idiot. I'm glad you had another comeback. I'm glad you didn't fold like laundry, you stupid mother.
We own this person with a very simple response. Actually, it's a laptop with the nerd emoji face right there.
Got him. Got his ass.
Ratios them to the shadow realm with 8,000 likes.
It wasn't even hard.
And then the original poster says,
not even difficult.
"Oh, F off, smartass." Dude, this is the smoke you were looking for. Like, are you really that hurt? You're saying all these heinous, aggressive things, but
brother,
at the end of the day, you get the response you were desperately seeking, and now all of a sudden,
are you gay?
You're all upset.
Sorry, that's something else.
What happened? Well, they'll keep going. This person posted a meme saying this person has a hammer and sickle in their username while pointing and laughing at them. And then the user says, "I see the freak has sent her brain dead fans after me." You
know what's even funnier too? You can see how much this person didn't get a single like on this response. Not one. And this guy just ratioed him with a 1.3K.
Again, you asked for the smoke. Smoke you have received. Now stop complaining. But they go further, quoting themselves, saying, "Come on,
my God.
Can we get to 100?
Don't act like you're in on the joke. Sit your ass down. Let us you're not involved in this. You're not part of the joke. Just relax."
Replies. So
let this ratio hit you. Now catch this overhead real fast.
To respond to them, and eventually they would add a second quote to their own tweet saying, "The replies on this prove my whole point that she's a far-right dumbass."
Is it because she has a laptop? Is it because she pointed out it was a laptop? Or is it because she has I don't know. I legitimately can't figure out what else. Is it the McDonald's hat? Or was it the nerd emoji? I can't figure out. I can't figure it out. Which one is it?
A lot of name calling, but not a lot.
Why can't you point it out to me? Which one makes her the far right?
A lot of proof of anything you're saying, but that's to be expected.
I feel like I know who this person watches.
On Twitter.com. But yeah, they asked for responses, then they got responses, and now they're upset that they got responses. Pretty hollow stuff, but they would give examples of some of this dangerous attacks they're receiving. So with a screenshot of some of the replies, they say, "So any normal fan base would probably just ignore or insult a hater without..."
Oh my God, bro. If you know who should have ignored it, you should have. You're just constantly talking and talking and talking. Just turn off your phone and get off of Twitter. I guess these people can't be off Twitter for more than like 5 minutes or else they like explode or something like that. I don't even know.
You know, sending death threats, etc. But certain VTubers fan bases are not normal. Again, this is the arbiter of what normal is on the internet, and also unironically referring to themselves as a hater.
Like the arbiter from Halo? Sorry.
You know, you could just like block her and like not pay attention to her. But the examples they're providing of death threats, for example, I mean, this is what I'm looking at here. Calls PIPPA a freak, follows How Alive, LMAO. Another one says he already did.
LMAO even
referring to. And then there's one saying she doesn't live in a communist country. She could just go get a new one instead of starving to death, referring to the PC having issues. 100% true right there. But here's, of course, their response again. They quote themselves for a third time saying, "Okay, it reached..."
Bro, what is wrong with you?
100 replies. That's what I wanted. I'm muting it. Have fun, dumbasses.
They probably cried after this.
Wow. And I just noticed something too. They might have a hammer and sickle in their name, but they don't even have a blue check mark. They are quite literally doing this for the love of the game. They don't even have Twitter Blue to make ad revenue off of rage baiting. So they're just doing this purely for the love of...
Should I get Twitter Blue? The only reason I would get Twitter Blue is because you need it to stream, which I think is a really stupid requirement, but whatever.
The game purely for attention. And there is something...
Chat! If you guys want to follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/thebluedemonrin. I couldn't get Blue Demon Rin, and that person hasn't logged in since like 2013, and I still can't get it.
Truly amazing about that. And anyone who says that they're muting something, they're just genuinely like really upset about it. And
yeah, they're like
they're like coping and seething, and you know they're still checking notifications and checking the posts and doing stuff like that. But at the end of the day, you have this Hall of Fame interaction. You could really just pin this one up on the wall, print it out, do what you got to do, because You know, you got someone seeking attention. They get attention.
They wanted the attention. They got it. I don't
Twitter
understand.
content farming formula right before your eyes, ladies and gentlemen. But for now, that's going to do for this video. As always, feel free to share your thoughts about today's topics in the comment section down below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you next time.
Chat, it's just so easy to farm, right? These people are just, it's just free content, chat. I don't even know how else to say it. Maybe I mean, unfortunately, because of my size, I can't really farm these people or I can't really, not bait, but like get people to respond to me, right? When I say things, people just don't really care, which is really funny because I'm pretty sure I said a bunch of things that would probably get me canceled. But chat, that's neither here nor there. Anyways, chat, comment, like, subscribe, and I'll catch you gamers in the next one. Bye.